Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Huyung Faranoy, and now let's take a look at the top stories as usual.
Vietnam leads transition to clean energy in Southeast Asia. Circular economy applied in agricultural production. And later on, retail market booms during Da Nang tourism season.
Vietnam is leading the transition to clean energy in Southeast Asia and is a bright spot on the otherwise still black map, according to an article published recently on The Economist.
In the 4 years to 2021, the portion of electricity generated by solar in Vietnam increased from practically nothing to nearly 11%, the article said, noting it's not only a faster rate of increase than almost anywhere else in the world, but also a bigger share than larger economies such as France or Japan have managed. The article said that other Southeast Asian countries hoping to up their game can learn a few lessons from Vietnam. The country has quadrupled its wind and solar power capacity compared to 2019. It attributed the extraordinary achievement to Vietnam's political will and market incentives. As many as 100,000 rooftop solar panels were installed in 2019 and 2020, lifting Vietnam's solar output to 16 gigawatts. Reforms have made it easier for foreign investors to do business in Vietnam, the article said, noting that the Southeast Asian country will have to make greater efforts if it hopes to achieve net zero emissions by 2050.
Many Vietnamese fruits are getting final negotiation steps done to enter new markets, with passion fruit approved by China and green-skin pomelo on the way to the U.S.
According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development's Plant Protection Department, China has allowed piloting the import of Vietnamese passion fruit into Guangdong province via its border gates with Vietnam's Long Son and Quang Ninh provinces. Vietnam's negotiation for exporting durian to China also entered the final phase. Meanwhile, the U.S. has already permitted the import of 6 Vietnamese fruits. The two sides are in their final step of negotiation for the fruit to enter the U.S. market based on American consumers' demand. For the Japanese market, which has accepted Vietnam's dragon fruit, lychee and mango, the Plant Protection Department is negotiating the export of local longan using a new cold processing method. In order to catch opportunities, many localities are preparing growing areas and material sources. Notably, Gia Lai province has made passion fruit one of its 4 key fruits. By 2025, the Central Highlands province plans to increase its passion fruit plantation to 20,000 hectares from the current 4,000 hectares.
Circular agricultural models have been developed in the northern province of Hà Nam and shown high economic efficiency while reducing environmental pollution.
The 30-hectare circular farmland belonging to Dang Xuân Nam in Nguyen Li Commune, Lý Nhân district, earns him an annual profit in the hundreds of millions of Vietnam dong. Livestock waste and post-harvest waste are used as compost for the cultivation of corn, basil, and elephant grass, which are later used as cattle feed.
Agricultural waste is used as a fertilizer for other crops. Our crops grow well with the organic fertilizer.
Over the years, Phạm Văn Loan's household in Lý Nhân district has turned post-harvest waste into organic fertilizer for more than 200 longan trees. This saves more than $4,300 on fertilizer costs. Geese are also raised in the garden to clean up weeds, helping Loan save an additional $1,700 on grazing services.
We do not use chemical fertilizer anymore. Our orchards bear good fruit with the compost.
Circular agriculture has now been branched out to both large and small farms around Henan province. The model has done a great job in helping farmers manage agricultural waste and prevent environmental pollution.
Circular agriculture is a lifesaver for farmers in the context of agricultural waste, being a primary source of environmental pollution. Our center will join hands with local authorities to raise awareness among farmers about circular agriculture's efficiency.
Circular agriculture is playing an increasingly important role in the agriculture sector as it helps cut input costs and improves production efficiency. Henan province is now developing circular agriculture with a view to building a green and sustainable agricultural sector.
The southern province of Bình Dương, one of industrial hubs in the southern of Vietnam, lost $2.5 billion worth of foreign direct investment in the first 5 months of 2022, rising to the top localities nationwide.
So far, Bình Dương province has recorded more than 4,023 valid foreign investment projects worth more than $38 billion. It houses 29 concentrated industrial parks, spanning nearly 13,000 hectares in total, with average occupation rate exceeding 83%. According to the Provincial People's Committee, Bình Dương is committed to creating the best conditions for domestic and foreign investors. Meanwhile, domestic capital poured into the province amounted to over $1.3 billion during the first 5 months. Bình Dương Industrial Production Index also grew 7.9% in the period against the same period last year. Similar on-year expansion was seen in local retail service revenue and export value, both at 11%. The province's imports, on the other hand, decreased by 4% annually.
The southern province of Đồng Nai recorded a trade surplus of nearly $2.9 billion in the first 5 months this year, the highest figure over the past 2 years, according to the Provincial Office of Statistics.
Đồng Nai province exported nearly $10.9 billion worth of goods during the January to May period, up 14% year-on-year, with major exports being coffee, pepper, garments, machinery, computers, and electronic parts. The main markets of Đồng Nai's exports are the US, China, Japan, and the European countries. Meanwhile, Đồng Nai imported $8 billion worth of goods, including chemicals, plastic materials, raw materials for the garment and footwear industries, and iron and steel products. Key import countries are China, the Republic of Korea, and Japan. Đồng Nai targets an export turnover of $22.8 billion to $23 billion this year.
Ba Bể National Park in the northern mountainous province of Bắc Cạn used to be the site of large-scale deforestation. However, in recent years, forest protection work in the area has brought about positive changes. In particular, tourism development has contributed to this success.
Ba Bể National Park covers an area of more than 10,000 hectares, of which nearly 8,000 hectares are forests with many rare and precious woods. In previous years, Ba Bể National Park was a hotspot for illegal deforestation. However, thanks to policies governing forest protection for the region, illegal deforestation has been limited. Local awareness of forest protection and an increase in tourism development have combined to bring a positive change to the surrounding woods.
There are about 35 households in the village doing tourism. Tourism fits with the surrounding environment. It also brings about relatively good income for my family.
Awareness of forest protection and environmental protection for tourism development has resulted in many households in Ba Bể National Park taking on more responsibility in protecting the contracted forest. Currently, there are 65 organizations and household groups in Ba Bể National Park who have signed contracts with forest managing units to care for nearly 8,000 hectares, and they will also benefit from the funding to protect the forest.
Thực hiện cái luật nông nghiệp.
Implementing the forestry law, Ba Bể National Park has built a suitable forest plan as the basis for the construction of an ecological zone in the national park. This will help preserve the park and develop tourism.
Currently, Ba Bể National Park has 45 villages located in the core and buffer zones. Tourism development associated with forest protection and development is the correct path for the region. Thanks to funding from financial support and the growth of the tourism industry, the lives of many households in Ba Bể National Park have been improved. Not only that, with the contracted forest areas, people also recognize the importance of forest protection and environmental protection as it connects to local livelihoods.
Da Nang is entering the peak summer tourist season and tourists are coming in droves. The increase in the number of visitors has contributed to the bustling retail market of the city.
From the early days of June, Han Market, which sells specialty dry goods in Da Nang, has attracted a large number of visitors. Based on the numbers, merchants claim the current purchasing power has increased by about 80% since the pandemic took hold in the region. Supply for goods has also been bolstered to serve the shopping needs of tourists.
I found the specialties in Da Nang delicious, so I bought some home as a gift after my trip. Products in Da Nang are very rich with good quality and right price, no bargaining. The seller is also very friendly.
Not only increasing the output of goods, but also promotional programs have been implemented by retailers. This is also one of the solutions to stimulate consumer demand, attracting tourists to spend some cash when coming to Da Nang.
Currently, we have a promotion program for customers. If they order online, we have a 3% discount on the total bill. Besides, we have prepared a suitable amount of goods to meet the needs of customers.
Now that the pandemic is waning, programs to promote tourism in Da Nang and the excitement of the retail market in the summer season is a good sign for the return to normalcy in the coastal city.
Inspired by potters' wheel intersecting with each other, the central Vietnamese craft village Gintersen was built in the heart of the ancient Ba Chang pottery village in Hanoi. Spanning 3,300 square meters, the central is some 15 kilometers from the capital's downtown, on the banks of the Bắc Hưng Hải River, which runs through the city, and Bắc Ninh, Hưng Yên, and Hải Dương provinces. That is all for this hour. Thank you for watching and see you next time.